It's Beer and Food O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to be pairing a pork scratching stout called You Scratch My Back. It's by Abbeydale Brewery and SMO-FO Snacks. 330 can, 5.5% ABV. A smoked scratching stout. We're going to be pairing that with a Pukka pie. Who doesn't like a Pukka pie? All steak pie. Quite a large pie. Let's first of all get it out. Get it onto a baking tray and get it in the oven. That's what it looks like before it's cooked. Baking tray, oven. I'm one of these people who go with the instructions. Gas mark 6, 30 minutes. We got a ever so slightly burnt top. It's not too bad. I wouldn't say it's like completely cremated. I like to have my food a little bit overcooked. Anyway, just to make sure everything's nice and cooked and lovely and not gonna get no food poisoning. Okay. Abbeydale Brewery. I'm a big fan of this brewery, Abbeydale. They produce some wonderful beer. But a pork scratching stout is certainly new to me. We got quite a big head actually, 4 to 5 finger head. Carbonation's lovely. The look of the beer is jet black. Leave that settle for a moment. Did I get myself a knife and fork? I thought I was prepared. Let me get a knife and fork. Generally rip the pie lids off anyway, don't we? Here on the channel. Let me make a start by here. Here we go. Pie. It's boiling hot. Trying to get this lid off on camera. Here we go, here we go. See that? Little bit soggy. This is the problem, guys, isn't it? You gotta, on the outside, you've got this slightly burnt lid. On the inside, slightly soggy. So hard to get right, but I would prefer it slightly cooked than to have a bit of a soggy bottom on it. So, Pukka pies. Let me tell you about Pukka pies. I think they found their fame at football grounds. They managed to get into a lot of the football grounds in the UK and sold a lot of these pies. Now you see them in the supermarkets, which is really cool. Really steaming hot pie. I'm about to burn my face off. Here we go. Not too bad. Now we can get back to the beer. A slower pour here for you. But what a combination. If you asked me just a few years ago, would I be standing in front of a camera talking about a Pukka pie, steak pie, with a pork scratching stout, I'd be kind of thinking, nah, probably not. But here we are. Here we are. Here's the direction of the channel. It's where it's going. Tan coloured head, 4 or 5 finger. It's quite hard to get that head kind of to go anywhere. I could stand there and eat this pie, but it's kind of boiling hot. I need to kind of mix it up a bit, get some of that steam out. Let's do a beer review while that pie is cooling down. Aroma on this jet black beer. It's got a saltiness coming from that pork scratching. It's going to be quite salty. A saltiness coming through. And also a smoky aroma. It's very clever. What they've done is quite a clever thing. In Germany, there's a beer style called Orange beer. And generally, they use smoked malts to get it to become a smoked beer. The flavour you get from this Orange beer, this German style of beer, is generally bacon and a smokiness. So quite cleverly, the people at Abbeydale have gone, okay, let's just call it a pork scratching, a smoke scratching stout. Maybe, they have done a collaboration with SMO-FO, so maybe they have added. This beer came to life from over a pint and chomping on some lovely scratchings, bringing together our love of dark beers and the wonderful flavour of SMO-FO snacks. Prepare your taste buds for a deep, smoky, salty sensation. So even Abbeydale have not truly admitted that they've put pork scratchings in this stout. It could be it's just a smoked beer. It's just a German style smoked beer. Don't blame them for that. Don't blame them at all. Let's dive in. Yeah, it's a German style Schillerköhler style Orange beer. Schillerköhler are the kind of famous brand who produce this style of beer. Sorry to burst your bubble, guys. Sorry if you've tuned in expecting to see kind of like pork scratchings floating around in this beer. It was never going to happen. It's just a particular style of beer. Is it being brewed correctly? Is it nice? You get the stout aspect, you get that lovely kind of smoky stoutiness going on, chocolate, coffee, caramel. It's a little bit plummy and figgy and fruity on the back end. 5.5% ABV, it's got a really nice mouthfeel. I like the smokiness to it. I like that smoked malt smokiness, smoky taste to it. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. I would absolutely buy this beer again. Look at the quality. The mouthfeel is terrific. The taste is terrific. The density is terrific. Really good. How does it go? How does it go with this steak? All steak pie. Look at the steak in this, guys. No messing about from Pukka pies. The steak is succulent, tasty. Melts in your mouth. The gravy is quite rich, but tasty. The pie lid. Pie lids are so hard to get right. I put it on gas mark 6 for half an hour, as they mentioned. We had a little bit of a soggy bottom. I quite like a soggy bottom, but not overly soggy. And it's slightly on the charred side, as you would say. But it's not unedible. If anything, it lends itself to that slightly smoky beer that we have. A slightly burnt pie lid. Actually goes well. Pukka pies. What a name for a pie company. This is absolutely delicious. This is an absolutely delicious, delicious pie. We're into November. Mid-November. You can see I've got a work shirt on today. Styling my work shirt. Been out all morning. Halfway across the UK and back again. Left at 9 o'clock, got home at 1:30. Had a little job to look at. I've had a bit of breakfast before I left work. I've come back. The pie was £2. The beer was kindly sent to me. So I've had a cheap lunch. In the supermarkets or in the shops, this beer would probably cost you between £2.50 and £3. The pie would cost you £2. You've had a pie and a pint for £5. Can't go wrong, can you? Can't go wrong. I'm really enjoying these food and beer combinations. I don't know why I didn't do it on the channel years ago. It just works so well together, the food, the beer. Yeah, thanks for watching. Would I buy it all again? Yeah, I would most definitely have a few pints of this stout. It's got a lovely mouthfeel. It's dense, it's smoky, it's lovely, it's tasty. Held onto his head nicely. Would I buy the pie again? Admittedly, this is my first ever Pukka pie. That is my first ever Pukka pie. Would I buy it again? Again. Most certainly. It's really tasty. It's a nice cheap dinner. Thanks for watching. Oh, should we rate it? Beer. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for the beer. Abbeydale Brewery and SMO-FO. You Scratch My Back. Smoked scratching stout. And the pie, again, there was no fatty bits. I'm a bit of a kind of a wimp when it comes to kind of fatty bits in my pie. If I come across one bit of fatty bit, I'm likely to dump the pie completely. I'm that much of a wimp when it comes to pie, but all meat in there, all steak, lovely, tender, juicy steak. So I'm gonna eat the rest of that. The pie for me gets an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.